Hey guys, this is Not Lamers of Invoked 101, and today I am doing commentary over a Dark Magician mirror match between me and Philip. Philip is on the right-hand side, I'm on the left using the Shining Victories playmat. Philip is actually using the Dark Magician deck that I traded him back before the Tulsa Regional, I think that was last year. Very cool guy, like just a super genuine, super cool guy overall. So I was just big thank you to him for letting me record the match. Anyway, I'm going first. I'm going to start with Pot of Duality, but I'm going to wait for him to draw his hand before we go into just to see if he has a response or anything like that. So we're going to reveal Dark Magician, Chocolate Magician Girl, and Dark Magic Circle. So I'm going to grab the Magic Circle off that and shuffle the rest of the deck, shuffle them all back in. So basically getting two Pot of Dualities there with the Dark Magic Circle and the Pot of Duality. And so, yeah, we're going to do the Dark Magic Circle to look at the top three cards of our deck and add any card that specifically says Dark Magician, but there are none, so I actually have to put it back on top of the deck in any order that I want. After that, I'm going to set a card and pass, and it goes to Philip's turn. And I believe this is the game he wins. He kind of blows me out of the water here. He's going to start with an Allure of Darkness to draw two cards and banish any dark monster from his hand, which I don't see what card that is. I don't remember which one it is. He's going to he's going to banish the Keeper of Dragon Magic, I think. There's just a card sitting off to the side that I was kind of confused on what it was. He's going to normal summon the Blue Boy. I'm going to say in response, I'm going to activate Eternal Soul to bring out the Dark Magician and banish Blue Boy, but he still gets to search for a Spellbook card. I think is what Blue Boy searches for. I think he searches for any Spellbook card. It could be a spell card. I have not read that card in a while. Philip's going to activate Spellbook of Knowledge to ditch card the Spellbook of Secrets and draw two new cards from his hand. So getting a lot more draw power off of his deck than I did mine. I got one draw and then minor searching. Right now I'm on my phone because I'm trying to pull up life points and set all that up just to keep track of everything. You can actually see Philip's super cool Dark Magic Circle Field Center right in the center of our boards. He's going to go for a second copy of Allure of Darkness. This time banishing Magician of Dark Illusions. I'm just going to put my phone there at the bottom so you can kind of see the life points. See where we're sitting at. I didn't quite see. Oh, he activated Dark Magic Circle. I didn't see what he activated there. So he's going to add one and put the other two back in whatever order. I'm going to ask him what he added off of Dark Magic Circle. And he's going to show me that it was Navigation, which is kind of upsetting because he, said it. So I was like, oh, oops. He's going to special summon Apprentice Illusion Magician by discarding a second copy of Spellbook of Secrets. That's kind of rough. Opening Secrets and Blue Boy. Two Secrets and a Blue Boy. So that's going to get him the Dark Magician from his deck to his hand. Looks like he's thinking of it. I have a Spellbook of Knowledge in my hand. He's going to set another card, and we're going to sit here and wait, because I do not think he can attack. So yeah, so I'm going to go for my turn, drawing the top card of my deck. I'm going to activate Knowledge to discard my copy of Spellbook of Secrets. He's going to activate Magician's Navigation to special summon the Dark Magician from his hand, and you can't really see it from here, but that's actually signed by me. I think that's the signed one. And he's going to get a second copy of Dark Magician from his deck. He's going to use that to banish my Eternal Soul, which will destroy my Dark Magician. Very unfortunate. Now, both mine and Philip's decks are not exactly the same, but they are pretty similar. And now he's going to activate, what is it? Full Force Virus, that's right. Which lets him look at my hand. I have Apprentice Illusion, I have Timaeus and Chocolate, so Chocolate will get discarded. I will be able to keep both other cards because Full Force Virus kills anything with 1500 or less defense for 3 turns. So I get to keep the Apprentice Illusion because I do think I think she has 1700 defense or like 2000 defense, something like that. It's like just out of the range. I will discard the Eye of Timaeus to bring out Apprentice Illusion and search Dark Magician off of her effect. I'll be adding... That is the Megaton artwork. He's going to activate Dark Magic Attack to wipe out my Dark Magic Circle. And then normal summon the Keeper of Dragon Magic. Which, that Keeper of Dragon Magic is basically just going to get him a free Dragon Knight. Dark Magician the Dragon Knight. And so now he's just talking about it and all that stuff. We're just figuring out what damage is and whatnot. But yeah, no, we actually, I don't know what card that is. Yeah, he's going to activate Polymerization to fuse them into Dark Magician the Dragon Knight in main phase 2. We actually recorded this right after a charity event for, it was like canned goods and you got to play a 5-round tournament. I'm going to draw a card. It's Dark Magician and another card. I can't really do anything with this. So I'm kind of sitting there just thinking, and I think this is where I tell him I'm going to scoop because I cannot do anything. All right, we're going into game 2 here. So game 2, you can see I cutting the deck, passing it back, picking up mine. I do not remember who goes first, but I guess we'll find out together. So we're going to both draw our 5 cards. And I'm up first. I'm going to start with a Dark Magic Circle to look at the top 3 cards of my deck and add the Dark Magician from the top of my deck to my hand. I can see a Magician's Rod in my hand. I can see a few things in my hand that are a little interesting. I'm going to start with the Magician's Rod that I had and search any card any spell card that specifically lists the Dark Magician on it. I'm going to add Eternal Soul from my deck to my hand. That being one of the key playmaking pieces for Dark Magician. So I'm going to discard the Dark Magician to special summon Apprentice Illusion, who will search me a brand new copy of Dark Magician. Right now, I'm looking for a very specific version of my Dark Magician. I am looking for the Shonen Jump artwork Dark Magician. There he is. I'm gonna grab him because he's my favorite. Actually, Philip has a copy of the Shonen Jump Magician as well. I think he has 2 copies, but he only plays 1, just like me, which is I thought it was really funny because our decks are pretty similar in style. So I'm gonna set 2 cards, let him cut my deck, and I believe that is my turn. Yep. So I'm gonna pass to Philip. He's gonna draw. And he's going to take a good look at his hand. He's also going to summon an Apprentice Illusion Magician, this time by discarding the Gozen match that he has in his hand. I believe that's Gozen. It could, yeah, that one goes in that rivalry. That will get him a copy of Dark Magician. I believe that is the Portuguese Dark Magician that he's using right there. So he's going to get that to his hand, and he can continue to make plays here. I do have a bit of a board set up for Dark Magician. This is actually kind of a slightly frightening board. 2 set and the Magic Circle on board, and he knows that one of my cards set is definitely an Eternal Soul. So definitely a bit of a tight spot to a degree. He's going to normal summon the Keeper of Dragon Magic. And so Keeper of Dragon Magic, I know you can discard and search Poly, or discard and reveal a fusion monster and summon one of the materials from graveyard. So he's going to discard Magician's Navigation for the Keeper of Dragon Magic's effect. I check Navigation to see if it can be activated the turn it's discarded, and it cannot, which is fine on me. Currently no response to a Keeper, so he's going to search out his Polymerization. And on resolution, I'm going to activate Magician's Navigation to special summon the Dark Magician from my hand, along with Illusion Dark Magician from my... and then because I activate a trap card, I get the Illusion Magician. So right now, I'm just looking for another card to summon. And I think what I end up going with... I'm looking at Cosmo Brain, thinking I can summon him, but I can't summon Cosmo Brain. I just go with another Apprentice Magician, and her effect lets me search out the third and final Dark Magician from my deck. And I'm going to banish Keeper. So I have I've filled up my field pretty quickly here off of one card because I had another card in hand. So I have Dark Magician in my hand, 2 different Dark Magicians on field, 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians, and a Magician's Rod. Philip is going to pass. I have Eternal Soul. So, very quick little game, too, that we had going on there. Just one of the ways magicians can outpace each other. So, we're going to go into game number 3, third and final game. One thing, actually, really funny while we were playing the game is... whenever we would cut each other's decks, I'd pass my deck to Philip and be like, do you want to cut? He'd be like, you know what, normally I wouldn't because this is just a friendly match, but I know that it's for a video, so I'll cut your deck. And I thought that was really funny. So, gets his 5, get my 5. I believe this is the one where he goes first. Wait, no, I went. Yeah, so he's going first here. He's going to start with the Magician's Rod to search out a spell or trap that lists Dark Magician. I have no response, so he's going to be able to search any spell or trap that lists Dark Magician in its text to his hand. He's going to grab Dark Magic Circle, of course. I'm looking at some stuff that we pulled from Cybernetic Horizon. Like I said, we were at a charity event, and you won packs for turning in cans. He was going to grab Dark Magic Circle, but he ends up going for Eternal Soul. So, Eternal Soul, final choice here. He's going to pass me his deck to cut. I'm talking about Reproductus a little bit. Pass it. Yeah, little stories about Reproductus. Mio, who you've seen in the channel, that's actually her favorite kind of dinosaur, and it's a link monster that she needed for Madolches because it's a Earth link 2 that is generic. So it was something that she was looking for, and she just likes the fact that it's a Brontosaurus, and it's a dinosaur. So I thought it was funny. It was kind of cute. Anyway, he's gonna get the Spellbook of Secrets to get Blue Boy. Blue Boy is added to the hand. I'm gonna cut the deck. He's going to set 1 card, set 2 cards, and special summon the Apprentice Illusion Magician by discarding the Dark Magic Inheritance. Dark Magic Inheritance is one of my... I think that's a really interesting spell card because it's basically a Magician's Rod, but like in spell form, and you have to banish 2 spell cards from your graveyard. But it's a pretty cool card. Helps with the deck thinning. He's gonna get the Dark Magician off of Apprentice Illusion. I'm gonna cut the deck, pass it back to him, and it looks like he has a pretty set up board here, minus the thing. So he's going to pass. I'm going to draw. I have a Dark Magic Circle in my hand. I think there's an Apprentice Illusion Magician in my hand, too. I definitely saw a Dark Magician in my hand, so... He's going to activate Eternal Soul to special summon Dark Magician from his hand, and then activate Full Force Virus on me. But it looks like I have 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians in my hand and a Dark Magician, so I can just keep everything in my hand. So I show him all the monsters and my spell cards, and everything in my hand is safe. So I'm able to continue. I activate the Dark Magic Circle to look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I go into a Pot of Duality, another circle, and an inheritance. So I'm going to scoop up that inheritance and put it into my hand for a later play. So I have 2 inheritance, looks like another Dark Magic Circle in my hand, and then Dark Magician and 2 Apprentice Illusions. So I have to kind of figure out a way to make the most out of this hand. Thank goodness I actually had 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians. So I'm going to activate her by discarding my second Dark Magic Circle, using her effect to get a Dark Magician from the deck, which is probably going to be the Shonen Jump one, because that's the one I always go for. I never not go for the Shonen Jump one, because it's my favorite Dark Magician. I like it, you know. It's like a flex piece. Use it to show off. And so right now I'm reading Dark Magic Inheritance, because I thought you couldn't banish Dark Magic Inheritance for Inheritance, but you can't search Inheritance with Inheritance, and that's what I had to reread. So I am going to discard my second copy of my first copy of Inheritance, and then get a third Dark Magician to my hand. So I believe I have all 3 Dark Magicians in my hand right now, along with 2 Apprentice Illusions on field. Had that Full Force been a Mind Crush, I would have lost. So I'm going to activate Inheritance to banish my 2 spell cards and search any card that specifically lists Dark Magician. And instead of going for Eternal Soul, I believe I go for Navigation. Yeah, going for the Navigation, because in this situation, Navigation is better. I actually think Navigation has slowly become better than Eternal Soul because of the fact that it just pops a Dark Magician onto the field instantly, instead of having to sit there and having a backlash. I'm reading Norito right now just to check up on a few things. So I'm going to grab Norito, and I'm going to Xyz using my 2 Apprentice Magicians into Norito, which is really cool, because now I can rank up Norito into the Ebon Magician, which I actually, at this point, I hadn't summoned Ebon Illusion Magician in like a year, so I had completely forgotten what his effect was. So I forgot that you could just Xyz him on top of another Xyz monster. I'm going to activate his effect to detach and slap down a Dark Magician. Dark Magic Circle will activate. Oh, I forget. I don't use Dark Magic Circle because I forgot here. So I'm going to declare an attack, and then Ebon's effect will activate to banish the attack target. And so since the attack target was Rod is now banished. And then I will take Ebon into the girl. And I just mentioned I forgot to use Dark Magic Circle, which would have gotten rid of his Eternal Soul. So I have a card face down. I have 2 cards in hand. I'm going to pass my turn. And Philip is kind of looking at his stuff. I have Magician's Navigation set. He's gonna summon Blue Boy, and on summon, I'm going to activate Magician's Navigation to special summon Dark Magician and any other level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster from my hand. I'm gonna banish his Eternal Soul to pop the Blue Boy. Blue Boy's search effect still goes off, but now without a target for knowledge, at least to my knowledge, question mark. I think I've clocked him out of resources here, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, there it is. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and tell me, of course, what you thought of this, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and back me on Patreon. I will see you guys in the next video.